welcome to Amandaland. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make some really yummy salsa. Alright, so let's get to it. I'm going to show you the ingredients I have laid out here. I have a whole bunch of tomatoes. I just picked like the juiciest ones. That one's got a weird spawn on it. We'll cut that out. But usually tomatoes on the vine I use, or just hothouse tomatoes. Then we got cilantro, green onions, a white onion. I'll use a whole onion. And here's the best part. Peppers. I got jalapenos and serranos. Now the amount that I put in just varies on how much tomatoes I have in there. I don't measure anything when I make my salsa. I just kind of go with it. So I'll show you what I do. All right, so like I said, I usually start with the tomatoes. I've got my little dicer. I dice them up and I chop them up in that. So let's get to that. So I put about that many tomatoes in and start chopping. I usually puree it until it's about like that consistency. Right. Got that many to go. Okay, so that looks like a good amount. I always have extra tomatoes just in case it's not the right consistency when I get finished. I can always add more tomatoes. So the next thing I do is I add the cilantro. Everything's been pre-washed. I know a lot of you will probably think it's kind of weird, but I will sit here and I will take the time and just pull the leaves off. I know you can eat the stems. I just find that my salsa is better when it's just the leaves and I chop it up all finely. So I'm gonna do that and we'll come back when it's finished. And I usually chop it to it's about that type of consistency. I'll add it to the tomatoes. Okay, so the next ingredient is the onion. I usually put a whole onion in it and haven't had any complaints. And then green onions. We'll add that as well. Now, if you have anybody else in the house or you're sensitive to onions, I suggest doing this part really fast. And also when I add the onions into the big bowl, I'll put a plate over the bowl to keep the onion fumes from getting all over. So, all right. Now, I don't rinse out this chopper between because it's all going to the same place. So yeah, we're gonna add the onions to the chopper. Okay, diced to that consistency. At this point, I'm gonna stir it because the onion's burning. So this is what I'm talking about. I put the plate over the onion bowl, or the salsa, because the onions are so strong. My eyes are burning. So now, we'll chop the green onions. My eyes are seriously burning. Now with the green onions, I don't really dice them up, I just kind of chop them up. Okay, so it's getting there. I may add 1 or 2 tomatoes to it, because it's awfully green. And we still have the peppers to add, so we'll see. All right, so the next step is going to be, I'm going to chop up the peppers. I got a whole bunch of jalapenos and serranos, and then also add the garlic. Now I typically add the whole thing. I'll dice it up real good, and I use the chopper for that, and add it to the salsa. And I use a whole garlic clove because I made like a whole buttload of salsa, and it's not too garlicky, I think. I mean, I may smell later, but it's good. All right, so let's get to that. This is gonna be a good one. Look at that. Look at those seeds. Jalapeno's gonna be spicy too. So I chop it to about that consistency. All right, so we'll just chop up the rest and also add the garlic, and then we'll check back. So I got the last of the peppers I'm gonna add to the salsa in there, and what I'm gonna do is work on this garlic, add it in here so you can just dice it up in there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I usually dice this by hand, but that takes forever, and garlic is really sticky. So let me just chop it in here. But here's what it looks like so far. Like I said, I don't measure, so I always make way too much. My coworkers love that, because then I bring it into them. Yeah. Okay, so I've been working on the garlic for a while now. It's very tedious. If anybody out there knows like the best way to take the film, you can see on my hand, off of the garlic cloves, what the fastest, easiest way is, I'd love to hear it. I've been using this thing, and I'll show you. It's, 90% of the time, it'll fly across the room. You stick it in a little tube, and make sure you grab it, and then do this. And suppose, oh, now it doesn't. I get the camera out, now it falls right off. The other ones I had to sit there and peel. So, yeah. Okay, so that's the rest of the jalapenos, serranos, and garlic. I think it's diced up pretty good. So we're gonna add it to the mixture. Okay, so looking at this, I'm thinking it needs at least 2 more tomatoes in there. It's a little too green. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. And then we're almost done. Just need the lime, salt, and that's it. Lime and salt and chips. See, and another good thing about adding more tomatoes, it kind of clears up the sides. I had all those extra seeds and garlic that was left over in this bowl. Now it's getting mixed up with the rest of the tomato. It needs more tomatoes. I made way too much again. But look at that. It needs more tomatoes. I am so glad I bought extra. Alright, so there it is. Now we just add the lime juice and salt to taste. Now the amount of salt you add just depends on you. I'll add, since I did, again, such a large container, I'm going to add quite a bit of salt. Same with lime juice. Okay, here it is, my first bite. It's got some heat. It needs to be cooled down. It's kind of room temperature. But it's good. Needs a little more salt, I think. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and give it a like and also comment down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.